Hi everybody. In this video, we're going to look at how we can model changing ratios with algebraic notation. We'll work through a few examples, and then we'll try a problem-solving question. And if you want to work along with me, you can download this PDF from my website. So if we begin with example 1, we're told that the day before March, the number of adult tickets sold to child tickets was in the ratio 6:5. And on March Day, the club sold 48 more adult tickets and no more child tickets. The ratio of adult to child tickets then became 10:5. We need to work out how many adult tickets had been sold the day before Match Day. So the first thing we'll do is we'll write the ratio before Match Day. And the ratio of adults to children was 6:5. And then on Match Day, we get the ratio 10:5. So if you imagine that we sold 11 tickets in total, we would have 6 adults and 5 children. If we sold 22 tickets in total, this would break down to 12:10. If we sold 33 tickets, this would break down to 18:15. So a total number of tickets will always break down to the ratio 6:5. The problem is we don't know the total number of tickets. But what we can do is we can multiply the 6 and the 5 by some unknown multiple. So for instance, we could multiply both by x. And then the total number of tickets would be the 6x and 5x. Now this allows us to add 48 tickets for the adults and 0 tickets for the children. So now the total number of tickets sold on Match Day would be the 6x plus the 48 to just the 5x. And then we're told that this ratio on Match Day simplifies down to 10:5. And we can simplify this 5x down to 5 by dividing this by x. Because 5x divided by x, these will cancel and we'll just get a 5, this 5 here. So because we're dividing this by x, we need to do the same to the other side. We'll divide this by x as well. And by doing the same to both sides, the ratio remains balanced. So we have 6x plus 48 divided by the x, and this will give us the 10. Now we can solve this equation. We can multiply both sides by the x, and these two will cancel. So we'll have 6x plus 48 will equal 10x. We can move the 6x to the right-hand side. These will cancel. So 48 will equal 4x. And then we can divide both sides by 4. These will cancel. So x will equal 48 divided by 4, which is 12. And we were asked to work out how many adult tickets had been sold the day before the match. So we need to substitute this 12 back into the original adult tickets before Match Day, and we'll get 6 lots of 12 to give us 72. So that's 72 adult tickets sold before Match Day. Let's try another question. In example 2, we're told that the day before opening, a theme park sold adult and child tickets in the ratio 9:4. On the opening day, 30 more adult tickets were sold and no additional child tickets were sold. The ratio then became 12:4. How many adult tickets were sold the day before opening? So again, we need to start by writing a ratio. We add 9 adult tickets to every 4 child tickets. And this ratio becomes 12:4 on the opening day. To work out the total number that was sold, we need to scale this ratio, so we'll multiply both by x. So the total that was sold before the opening was 9x to 4x. And then we're adding 30 more adult tickets. So we'll add 30 to the adults and 0 to the children. So the ratio on the day of opening will be 9x plus 30 to every 4x. And on opening day, this ratio becomes equivalent to 12 to 4. So if we divide the 4x by x, then 4x divided by x will make the 4. We need to do the same to the adults. We'll divide this by x, so the ratio remains balanced. Then we'll get 9x plus 30 divided by x, and this will become the 12. So to solve this equation, we'll move this x to the right-hand side, and this will equal 12x. Then we'll take away 9x from both. These will cancel. So we've got 30 will equal 12x minus 9x. And then we'll divide both sides by the 3. And these will cancel. So x will equal 10. And to work out the total number of adult tickets sold before the day of opening, we can substitute this 10 into here. We'll get 9 lots of 10, and this will give us 90 tickets. Okay? How did you get on with that? Let's try example 3. So do you want to read through this question yourself and give it a go? You can pause the video, and when you come back, you can check you're working with mine. Okay, so welcome back if you had a go. So the day before our film premiere, the adult tickets to child tickets were sold in a ratio of 5 to 3. And the day of the opening, 36 more adult tickets were sold and no more child tickets were sold, and the ratio became 8 to 3. So to work out the total number of tickets sold before the opening, we need to multiply the 5 and the 3 by some multiple. Again, we'll call this x. So before the opening, there was a total of 5x adult tickets and 3x child tickets. And then we add 36 more adult tickets. So we get 5x plus 36 and no more child tickets. So this will be to 3x. We can go from 3x to 3 by dividing by x. So we'll do the same to the other side. And then we get the equation 5x plus 36 divided by the x. This will give us the 8 here. We'll move the division of x to the right hand side. So 5x plus 36 will equal 8x. We'll take away 5x from both, so 36 will equal 3x. We'll divide both sides by 3, so x will equal 12. So the total number of adult tickets sold, we'll substitute that 12 into here, and we'll get 5 times 12 will give us 60. So 60 adult tickets sold the day before opening. How did you get on with that? Let's try example 4. So in example 4, we're told that the ratio of full to empty water bottles on the table was 3 to 2. 4 of the empty bottles are filled and replaced back on the table. The ratio of full to empty bottles is now 4 to 1. How many full and empty bottles were on the table to begin with? So this is slightly different. Again, we'll begin by writing the ratio before the change. And before the change, there were 3 full to every 2 that was empty. And to work out the total number of bottles, we'll multiply this by x. So we've got 3x to 2x. Now we're told that 4 of the empty bottles are filled. So we're losing 4 empty. So we'll take away the 4 from the empty, and then these become full. So we need to add these 4 to the full. So the ratio now becomes 2x take away 4 to 3x plus 4. And we're told this is now equivalent to 4 to 1. So again, we need to go from the 2x minus 4 to 1. So we'll divide it by itself. And then we'll do the same to the full bottles. We'll divide this by 2x minus 4. And when we divide it by this, we get the 4. So the equation, 3x plus 4 divided by 2x minus 4 must be equal to 4. We'll multiply both sides by the 2x minus 4. These will cancel. So we'll get 3x plus 4 will be 4 lots of 2x minus 4. And now we can expand out this bracket. So we'll get 8x minus 16. And now we can solve this equation. We'll move the 3x's to the right-hand side. So we'll get 4 will be equal to 5x minus 16. We'll add 16 to both sides. And then we'll get x will equal 4. And we want the number of full and empty bottles on the table to begin with. So we'll substitute this 4 back into here. So before the change, the ratio of full to empty will be 3 lots of 4 for the full and 2 lots of 4 for the empty, for 12 to 8. So in total, there were 20 bottles on the shelf to begin with. Okay? Let's try the problem solving question. So in our final question, we're told that the ratio of full to empty paint tins in a workshop was 5 to 3. 6 of the empty tins are filled, and the ratio becomes 7 to 1. Do you want to try and work out the number of full and empty tins in a word to begin with? You can pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, so I'll come back. We'll write the ratio before any changes. We're told there were 5 full to 3 empty. To work out the number of bottles, we'll multiply both by x. So we get 5x to 3x. 6 of the empty tins are filled. So we're losing 6 of these, but we're gaining 6 more full. So 5x plus 6 to every 3x minus 6. And this ratio becomes 7 to 1. So we need to divide this one by 3x minus 6. Dividing it by itself will give us a 1. And then we do the same to the other side. We divide this by 3x minus 6. And you can see that the ratio remains balanced. So 5x plus 6 divided by 3x minus 6 will equal 7. We'll multiply both sides by this denominator. We'll expand out these brackets. And then we'll move the 5x's over to the right hand side. And then we'll add the 42 to both sides. We'll divide both by 16. And 8 will equal 3. So the total number of full, we'll substitute the 3 into here. And we'll get 15 to 9. So 15 full and 9 empty to begin with. Okay? Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found that useful. If you want more practice on changing ratios, you can download the lessons, the worksheets, and the question generator from my website, mrmathematics.com. I'll leave a link in the description below.